Well, many of us have bought or sold clothing or home items online. Knowing how to price them probably wasn't that hard to figure out, but when you're talking about a home worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, you want to be realistic and you don't want to be too over the top. How do you know?
That's why we've got Karena Carlson. She's a real estate agent at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Premier Property. Ready to give us some insight on pricing your home to sell as quickly as possible, but also get the most amount of money. Great to have you here.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
So what's the key in determining the right price for a home?
Well, you know, our home is our castle. Many of us have put a lot of time, effort, and love into updating our homes. You know, maybe you added hardwood floors or quartz countertops, or maybe you have a super fantastic entertainment area in your backyard. But ultimately, it's the buyer who will determine the price of your home. You can price it as high as you want, but if a buyer won't pay for it, it's just not going to sell.
So how do you then work with the clients and make sure that you're pinpointing the right price?
Well, as a real estate agent, that's where I play a very important role for you. I'll look at what we call comparables, and those are homes that are very similar to your homes in your area that have sold in the last several months. We'll also take a look at competition out there, how many other homes are competing for your buyers, and then of course things like location, special assessments, upgrades, those all play a role too.
So let's say you price the home, it's been on the market now for a few months. What's next?
Well, that's a very good question, and that does happen from time to time. Home values fluctuate not only annually but seasonally as well, and they can fluctuate for any number of reasons, whether it's changing interest rates or maybe the economy has changed, and weather around here, of course. It wasn't that long ago that a nice home priced well in that $150,000 to $200,000 range would sell very fast. In fact, one of my clients' homes in that price point sold in hours, and we had multiple offers. But the market changes, so if you find that happening, your home is on the market longer than you want it to be, sit down with your real estate agent and reevaluate. Maybe it's time to get aggressive on price, or maybe you just ride out the market change.
So how can a seller make their home kind of be set apart from the others so that it can be sold?
Well, all of my sellers have heard me say this. It's the simple things. You know, keep your house very clean and make sure it doesn't have any unusual odors. You know, buyers are looking at a lot of houses, and you want to make sure that yours does not stand out for the wrong reasons. You also want a very neutral color palette. Grays are super in right now. You'll see that at a lot of the builder opens, and I would highly recommend doing that. If you're getting ready to sell, go to an open house for a new builder like Heritage Homes. I'll tell you what, those design team members know exactly what buyers want. Take some of those ideas home, paint a wall or two gray, add a few throw pillows. It'll work wonders.
Nice. Most importantly, how do people get a hold of you?
Call or text me anytime at 701-639-3509, or find me on Facebook, KarenaCarlsonRealtor.com.
Yeah, you want to make sure you have the right person with you so that you can make sure you're putting the right price on your home so that it does sell when you want it to.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for being here today.
Great stuff.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. All right, stick around. Much more coming up right after this.